Well, there you have it, guys. We got the 3 points in the end. A massive 3 points. We had to win today. There was nothing but 3 points was good enough. Got to concentrate on ourselves, especially after Spurs losing yesterday. Yes, get in, boys. Get in. And it was a good win, considering like the first 15 minutes, very shaky, very, very shaky. I thought we started the game poorly. I thought we were lethargic. I thought we were bad on the ball. You had Maguire. Was it Maguire and Matic? I think got confused. They could have scored from that. Decore had a shot. We were bad on the ball. Luke Shaw to the rescue a couple of times as well, who I thought was good. Fred, I have to say, the first half I thought Fred was really poor. I thought he kept giving away the ball. I thought Matic wasn't very good on the ball. We were losing that midfield battle, to be fair. Bruno couldn't really get on the ball in the first sort of 15-20 minutes, and then we started to settle down. We started to create not gilt-edged chances, but we started to improve. I thought Dan James received a lot of criticism recently. I don't think he was awful today. He wasn't superb, but I thought he was better than he has been in the last couple of weeks. A bit more direct from him, but obviously without the end product. So that was a bit of an issue as well. But Bruno Fernandes, I think, was the biggest killer today. I know Ricky had his say, sort of saying that he's not actually that good. It's just that he's better than Lingard and Pereira. I think it's much more than that. I think he's streets ahead, to be honest. I know a lot of you lot will agree. And yes, he did give the ball away a few times because he tries that. So does Kevin De Bruyne. He gives the ball away quite a lot because guess what? They're trying that killer pass. They're trying that pass that's going to have an impact on the game. And Dan James plays through Bruno's. Again, he shows his willingness to run in on goal, and he goes round Ben Foster and a definite pen. And the way he dispatched it, I was hoping he would take it. You're never quite sure, especially because Ollie says it's whoever feels like taking it will take it. We don't actually have a designated penalty taker, but I think he stepped up. There was no real doubt in anyone's mind he was going to score that penalty. Sat Ben Foster down, and it was a really good penalty. Little hop, skip, and a jump, and then it's 1-0. We're going at 1-0. And did it flatter us 1-0? I wouldn't say it flattered us, but it was close. It was. Nah. It's not. It did flatter us. Was you happy with today's game?
I was happy with it, right?
But I feel like there's a but coming.
You can tell that Bruno Fernandes is a sensational footballer,
I literally was
right?
just saying that, yeah.
But, however, we need about, I would say, 3 to 4 more signings, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're 100% not there yet.
I thought Maguire was good.
Yeah.
I thought we were solid. I think Anthony Martial needs to get the boot.
Why? He scored. He scored 3 in a row.
He doesn't try hard enough.
He scored 3 in a row. He's our second top scorer. Where the goal's going to come from if you stick him on the bench?
Marcus Rashford.
He's injured to the end of the season.
Okay, let's buy someone else.
Thank you.
Let's buy someone else. He doesn't care, mate.
You don't think Martial cares?
I think that the reason we have Martial on our team is because we're afraid to sell him in case he's good.
No. Okay.
What do you think about that?
I don't agree. No, I think there's a player in. I think.
Do you watch him though?
I watch him everything. I definitely think he does care, and I think the fact that he's scoring goals for us proves that he cares.
No,
he's doing his job.
He's our best player.
I think because Martial doesn't kind of run around like a blue-ass fly.
Yeah.
I think it can come across like, in inverted commas, he doesn't care. But I think if you play smartly, you don't always have to run around like a blue-ass fly.
He's a sensational football player, right? But what about Bruno Fernandes, lads?
Bruno Fernandes he's been a revelation. I think he's going to go from strength to strength.
You know the way when someone passes the ball, the way he just touches it,
the way he receives it,
you're like this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah,
he was good.
Yeah,
he was good.
Absolute class.
I agree with that bit, but the Martial thing, I wouldn't say he doesn't care. I wouldn't say. Are you with me? Yeah. Do you think Martial cares?
Who?
Martial. Who? Do you know who he is? I haven't seen him. He doesn't care so much. I haven't seen him.
Martial is wicked. Martial, listen, he's the sort of player, he doesn't play well under pressure, but when he turns it on, he turns it on. That's all I can say.
Fair enough. Do you think Martial cares?
I think he had a good game. I think it's come see. He turns up, has a good game. Bruno, finish, quality, delivery, he's unreal. He's what we're after. His finish is what we need as a club. We're halfway there. That's better than nothing.
Absolutely, I'm sure you guys would agree.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying we're fucking brilliant, but we're getting there. Small steps.
Turning the corner slowly.
Pardon my French. Baby steps.
You can.
Baby steps. We're getting there as a club. It's just nice to see a good crowd and people happy. That's what we're
and actually get the win when we really, we talk about turning the corner and stuff like that.
Gigantic win.
It is a big win, isn't it?
Gigantic win. Yeah. Come
on. Into a tough little run.
2 off Chelsea, are we? 2 off Chelsea.
3.
3
points. Tottenham lost. That helps us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all hate
Sheffield United.
But we got Everton away next. Tough game. They're currently 2-2 with Arsenal, I think. We've got Sheffield United home. We've got Spurs away. We've got City at home. So tough games coming up.
Do you reckon?
The Italian assassin's there. He's a fucking brutal man. He's
Transfer-wise, do you think that Jadon Sancho is done and dusted?
I don't think it's done and dusted, but I definitely think
that we are leading the chase.
I would like to think so, but if you think about it, if Liverpool come in, why would he not go there?
If you were him, where would you go?
If I was him, obviously I'll come here. Obviously.
If we get into the Champions League, though, like this year, the whole fifth thing. If we get into, if the fifth place Champions League position comes up, if we get in there, I think it's only it's a question of you've got to go to United if you're Sancho, because let's face it, Liverpool have had they're a flash in the pan. They've had one season where they're, to be fair, they are good, but
they are shit.
If we get in the Champions League, you're still going to go to United because he's a fan of United.
I think he wants to come here.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
we're Pogba almost certainly out the door. He's going to be the poster boy, isn't he? Jadon Sancho, number 7. Look, it's like Ronaldo, Bestie, Beckham. He can feel that superstar voice.
You've got to let Pogba go. He's gone. You can't count him in your plans anymore. But Bruno Fernandes has been an absolute monumental signing, and you can see since he's arrived at Man United, and every minute he's played has been positive towards Man United.
It's only 3 games, but you can see it already.
Yeah, he's got 3 assists today. Well, you can call his own assist for his own penalty today, an assist. Every bit of good play, it comes from positive. Him, right? Yeah. The only thing I was concerned earlier was when Greenwood starts, he hasn't really been great. He's always been better when he's come on. He's scored a goal, but he started today. Yeah, exactly. He made a big difference today. He started and he scored an unbelievable goal. So that's a big positive for him. So look, it's all good. It's all positive from here. It's all positive, and it's good things to come. If we get into 5th or 4th, whether we get 5th or 4th, or we're in the Champions League next year, we're going to be laughing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll be flying.
Listen, guys, I'm going to finish off on the match reaction. Look, these guys. Look at these. I think they've had enough now. But hang on a minute. But what I can say is that I think, like the guys are saying here, it's been an absolutely crucial win. There's so many times this season we've come up against teams that we think we should beat. Or there's so many times where we've gone on a little run, getting positive results, i.e. Stamford Bridge, but we haven't managed to kick on from there. And I think that was the key difference today. We had to do it. Can we get ahead of ourselves? Can we think that 4th is wrapped up? Can we think that 5th is wrapped up? Absolutely not. We're Manchester United, and this season it's a very inconsistent Manchester United. A Manchester United which you're not really sure what's going to turn up. We've got very tough games to come up. We've got to go away to Everton next week. We've got Tottenham away. We've got Sheffield United at home. We've got City still to come here at home. There's some really difficult games. We've got Leicester away on the last day of the season. That could be really crucial. Who knows? So I think it's a definite step in the right direction. In terms of individual performances, like before I got there, before he came, it just went crazy. Martial, I have to say, no, I don't think he was shit. I think that Martial, I think when you get the service to him, I think Martial will shine. I get it. Sometimes it can look like he's not trying, and but I think if you look at his game, I think what you got to look at is when he gets given a chance, his strike rate is almost second to none. If you take Rashford's penalties away from it, he's up there with the same amount of goals in less games, you know. So I think Martial was good today. The hold-up play, especially second half. I think in the first half, I don't think many of our team were good, apart from the last sort of 15 minutes of the first half. But Bruno Fernandes was the constant for me. He saved the day once again. Mason Greenwood again with a fantastic goal. How good has he been? And especially in the first half when he wasn't actually in the game, a lot of our play was coming down the left-hand side. Mason was quite quiet, but his work rate was there. I thought he worked back. He got the ball off Messina quite a few times as well. In the second half, he put it on him and did well. And that finish for the third goal was absolutely sensational. That's what you get with Mason Greenwood, just shooting on sight. So we go on from here. We've got to get the win against Everton. We really do. That for me will make me say, okay, that's a turning point. That'll be 3 Premier League wins in a row. And for me, that will be like, actually, I can start to say we're turning the corner towards the end of the season. Not the corner that we want to turn in terms of returning to greatness, but in terms of the context for the rest of the season and having a strong finish. That would give me confidence. If we can go to Everton and win, that would really be something to write home about. My man of the match today, it is Bruno Fernandes. I think it's unanimous. A lot of people have said that, apart from Ricky, said Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw did have a very good game today, and he has been steady in the last couple of months. And it's interesting what they said in the player ratings, that actually the arrival of Brandon Williams has made Luke Shaw actually have that kick up the arse to kick on and improve his own performances. I think we have seen that. But it's the right thing to rest Brandon Williams. I think he needs a rest. He's a young kid. It's important to know when to take him out and when to bring him in, and I think Solskjaer done a good job on that today, and his team selection was spot on. Very interesting to see what happens with the Matic and McTominay situation, because McTominay came on for the last 10 minutes, looked quite good actually, got on the end of tackles like you expect him to do, but Matic has been quite good, and I think Webby said it best earlier. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I think for the next couple of games we can afford to play Matic because of the fact that there's games there. There's quite a lot of games to come. You know, we've got a lot of games to come. We've got Bruges on Thursday, and then a few days after that, we're going to have our next Premier League game. So for me, just let him fire out. Let him fire out. I think Fred, again, didn't cover himself in glory today, but had his usual energy that he always does. So roll on Thursday night to build some more confidence. I am out of here. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.